Rosa and welcome to today's video. Today I am doing a collaboration video with some fellow reseller YouTubers here on the YouTube platform. If you guys don't know, the reseller community on YouTube is slightly getting bigger, and so we decided to come together and do a video for you guys, kind of showcasing a bunch of different resellers that are on this platform. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. If you guys like it, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet, join the Bright Patch fan band. We have fun here all the time. And let's go ahead and get started with the video, girl.
How close do you want to get?
Just for the beginning.
I can't move my neck.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Hi guys, my name is Angie.
And I'm Albert.
Albert is my husband.
That's right.
So we are from Florida.
South Florida.
South Florida. From the East Coast, moved to the West Coast recently, but still from the south end of things.
Yes.
Okay, so I am a part-time reseller. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. I do local sales on Facebook Marketplace. Albert does a lot of local sales.
Offer up.
He does offer up and stuff like that. He likes retail arbitrage. We don't talk too much about him on my channel.
Nope.
But
I'm a ninja.
he joins in from time to time, and he's mostly here for commentary.
Yeah. I'm here to spice things up.
Usually rather funny commentary. But yeah. So my channel name is DizzyAngie. It's all together, no spaces in between. Obviously I talk about reselling, and something different that we do is we go on boat trips. So often you'll get videos from our trips. I go shelling, so we have a lot of those videos that come out. And we do like mystery unboxings, you know, stuff like that. So we mix it up. We try to be funny, but I also try to be informative. We try to give a lot of tips. So with that being said, the tip. You're here for a tip. Okay, so my tip to all resellers, whether you are new or whatever stage you are in, is to not get yourself into debt doing this. Because I think a lot of people don't necessarily, they get too excited and they don't control their spending, you know. And when you're first into this, you don't necessarily know exactly what sells. You have to go through that learning curve, and you are going to pay to learn. So there's a thing in the business world called bootstrapping your business, and basically that just means, let's say you're putting $100 of your own money into this business, and then that $100 generates another 100 in profit. You will only use that 100 to go back into your business, and if that 100 makes you 200, then that goes back into your business. In other words, you never put in more than what your business has generated. That's the whole idea behind bootstrapping. So that's a great way to make sure that you don't get yourself into trouble, because most of us do this to make extra money, to pay off our debts, or, you know, we have some kind of goal in mind, or, you know, a lot of us, some of you guys, are doing it full time. It's your only source of income. So you have to be very careful, especially if you're using credit cards to buy some of this stuff. So that's my tip. And do you have a bolo?
Be on the lookout for
There's so many things. It's really a matter of luck.
Yeah, a lot. There's a lot of things that you'd be surprised that people are into. You'd have no idea. Like, how many times have we looked stuff up on eBay and we're like, that sells for how much? Yeah. And it's so surprising that there's people
like stinky socks.
Oh geez, why do you have to bring that up?
So you have to go to our channel and check out that video to know what we're talking about. Weird and gross stuff sold on eBay. Oof. Well, we recently did really well with some camera sales. We're gonna talk about that. We have a video coming up. So that's definitely something, when you guys are out and about, keep an eye out. If you happen to see, like, you know, these professional cameras, but in a bundle with lenses, you know, with other accessories that you might not be familiar with, if you're getting it cheap enough,
yeah,
pick it up.
I don't think it matters what it is. If you get it cheap enough, it's almost a no-brainer to just buy it. And like, even if one thing sells for $50 and you only pay like $5 for the lot, I mean, come on, even if you have to junk the rest of it.
Right, so that's a tip we gave in that video actually, was that if you're going to risk buying electronics that are not tested, just make sure whatever you're paying for it, you could at least make that back in selling it for parts. Worst case scenario, so you can make your money back. But like, I rolled the dice on this deal and we did really good. So
I mean, you rolled the dice with $11. That's, I mean, again, it's a no-brainer.
But still, you never know. I mean, you guys will see that video later. We're going to talk about all the details.
Yeah.
But, yes, so definitely camera products.
Okay, so that was a tip. You give a tip. The bolo.
And that's it. So we hope that you guys will check out our channel. We want to thank you guys for watching, and all of the resellers included in this collab video are going to be linked down below in the description box, so please make sure to check that out. It is free to subscribe to our channels, so if you guys would please support us in that way, we would greatly appreciate it.
It's free.
And you know, you never know what you're gonna learn by watching us, and pretty certain you'll probably laugh at least once on our channel.
I've laughed a lot, but I've also learned.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot too.
Yes. So, anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, how we doing? My name is Matt. I'm with Part-Time Pickers. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. On my channel, you're gonna see thrift store, estate sale, and garage sale ride-alongs where I take you to those locations and I show you around, show you what I pick up, and show you what I think I'm gonna make off the items. And you're also gonna see like what sold videos, so you can get good bolos and you know, things that you could look for next time you go thrifting, or things that you don't want to pick up. But yeah, for a tip, I would say if you're just starting out, don't wait too long to invest in your eBay business. Like, make sure you get good lighting and a good device to take photos on. I take all my photos on my phone. I actually do 90% of my eBay business on my phone. So I take photos on it, and I also list on my phone. And that works out great for me. I don't see any slowdown on any of my items that are being sold. You know, things sell quickly and no issues at all. Another thing that I would recommend is, like, don't sweat the small stuff. If you get a return, don't worry about it. If it's like a genuine return, don't stress about it. Just take the return and move on. And also, like, if you screw up on shipping or something, just don't stress about it. Learn from your mistakes and move on. I'm actually going to work right now, so I got to cut this off short. But I appreciate everybody watching, and enjoy everybody else in this video.
Hello everyone. So just a little bit about me. I'm Tina. I live in Northeast Pennsylvania and I am a full-time reseller. I have been selling on and off eBay since 1999 and I went full-time in November of 2012 and I have not looked back. I absolutely love it. Crazy thing is, when I was selling part-time, it never really occurred to me at that point that I could make it my full-time living. And then one day it just kind of struck me and here I am. So eBay is my main platform. It's what I started on. It's what I really love. I have ventured out. I sell a little bit on Etsy and a little bit on Poshmark, but eBay does still remain my main platform. So I also decided a few months ago to start a YouTube channel to basically talk about what I love, to do, share it with others, and here I am. So my channel is Gemini Thrifts, all one word, no spaces, if you want to check me out. I have a lot of videos about yard sailing, thrift shopping, rummage sales, a few shipping videos thrown in there, and I do plan on doing more in the future, but it's basically a lot of the thrill of the hunt and then the hauls to show you what I bought. So, you know, you could possibly learn something, and it's definitely entertaining. So let's see here. As far as a tip, I would say just to broaden your horizons. I see a lot of people that only stick with one item, and I feel like that closes you off to so many other opportunities, because you may go somewhere looking for something in that one category, very focused on that one item, and you may walk out empty-handed time and time again. When you broaden your horizons and you look around and see what's out there, it just opens you up to so much more, and you never leave empty-handed. I rarely ever leave a place empty-handed, and my sales are steadier that way. I feel like if you're full-time anyway, that's definitely the way to go, is to not lock yourself down into one specific item or category. I see a lot of people who only sell clothing, and then come fourth quarter, they're not getting this real big boost in sales, because that's not the time of year that people are really buying clothing. I mean, of course they're still buying clothing, but they're not buying it like they're buying other things. People are looking for gift items. They're looking for Christmas decorations. They're looking for serving pieces for their Christmas dinners, their Thanksgiving dinners. It's just a plethora of stuff. So when you lock yourself down to one category, you're really missing out, in my opinion. And yes, it's tough to know everything. I don't know everything. I am learning every single day, and that is a part of what I love about this business. I love it. So that would be my tip. I don't really have anything to be out on the lookout for, because that can change from day to day, week to week, month to month. Something that may have been a hot seller a month ago might not be today. It's just the way the market is. It's just the nature of the business. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I hope you will check out everyone's channels, subscribe. There's just so much information to be had out there, and we're a good place to start. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Josh, aka Lot of Josh on YouTube. I'm currently a part-time reseller, and my full-time job is being in the military. I'm in the United States Army, and I'm currently stationed down here at Fort Benning, Georgia. I do plan on getting out of the military soon, so by the end of the summer, I'll be moving back to New Jersey. So I currently sell on eBay and Poshmark, mostly eBay, and I cross-list whatever clothing I pick up over to Poshmark. I'm trying to build up a little bit more of my Poshmark closet, but those two platforms are the main places where I resell. And my channel, really what I'm doing is just kind of trying to share with the world, you know, my day-to-day or week-to-week process as I'm trying to build up this reselling business. My plan is to go full-time once I'm out of the military. Right now, I'm just trying to build up a strong foundation to set me up for success when that time does come. But definitely come over to my channel, check me out. I'm pretty much just sharing my process, my day-to-day activities, like I said. I'm definitely not an expert at anything, but, you know, definitely be super cool if you subscribe to my channel so you can follow me on my reselling journey. Going off of that whole me not being an expert at anything, my biggest reselling tip is don't be afraid to branch out and try selling in new categories. And what I mean by that is if you're a clothing reseller, don't be afraid to try and learn more about electronics, about vintage antique items. Really, whatever you might come across, don't be afraid to look it up. The good thing about today is the internet is an amazing resource. Like, pretty much everything I know about reselling and everything I pretty much do on a day-to-day basis for my reselling business, I've stolen ideas from other people. I've incorporated other people's processes. You know, I've taken bits and pieces from a huge assortment of people, threw it all together, and made something that I could call my own in terms of my reselling business. So there's just so much free content out there, so definitely learn from other people, which is one reason why I absolutely love this whole collaboration video idea, because there's just so many good resellers out there providing free content for you. And there's just so much to learn. You know, I've learned an immense amount from everyone collaborating in this video, so definitely go ahead and check everyone else out as well. And going back to the tip, definitely keep your eyes and ears open and just be a sponge and learn from other resellers. And when you're outsourcing, don't be afraid to whip out your phone and look up comps for items that you have absolutely no idea about. Like, if you want to go to kitchenware and look up items and comps for random things like spoons and forks, like, do that once or twice every time you go out sourcing, eventually you'll gain enough knowledge over time to have enough confidence to purchase something in a brand new category and eventually sell it for a profit. But yeah, that would be my biggest tip to you. Just be a sponge and constantly be on the lookout to gain new knowledge in terms of reselling, whether that be just processes for your reselling business, or just looking up comps for a brand new category and eventually branching out to something outside of your comfort zone. But once again, my name is Josh, or a lot of Josh on YouTube. I definitely love it if you came over to my channel. I can't tell you that I'm an expert, but I definitely sell a huge variety of items, so it'd definitely be super cool if you came over to my channel and subscribe. Appreciate your time. I'll catch you hopefully in my next video. Peace.
Hi, I'm Steve. A little bit about myself. I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is about 20 miles north of Miami. When it comes to reselling, I basically am full-time at this point. I do work part-time for a vintage/mid-century furniture store nearby and doing all their online stuff, but that takes up very little time. So pretty much full-time I would say I am. My YouTube channel is called Pick and Roll. It's all about thrifting and reselling. You're going to see videos on going to yard sale type vlogs, thrifting vlogs with haul videos, some how-tos, what solds, reselling videos is what I put out there. I try to make it informative as well as put some fun into it. The reason I got into reselling is because I got hurt and I could no longer continue in the career that I was in. I was playing semi-pro baseball while doing security systems, and I had done that for about 15 years when I got injured. So once I wasn't able to do that anymore, somehow found myself reselling, and I've never stopped. I sell books and some products on Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. I also have an eBay store and a Poshmark closet. If I could give one tip to resellers, whether someone who has never done it before and just starting out, or somebody with experience, I would say make connections. Okay, don't be afraid to talk to people in the store. You don't need to come out and say, hey, I'm a reseller, or I'm looking to buy this because I want to resell it, or whatever be the case. But let yourself be known. Make connections with the managers, with the workers, and let them recognize your face when you come in from now on. And then know that you're somebody that's in the store that's buying. They don't need to know that you're reselling, but that you're there to buy. And it's going to pay off, because you never know. In a conversation, they might say, hey, we just got this in the back. Are you interested in that type of item? Or make it a phone call if you exchange numbers. But make connections and talk to people, because you never know what that could turn into. Thanks for watching. Remember, everybody in this video, the links are down below in the description. Please subscribe to everybody, and take care.
Hi guys, I'm Michelle.
I'm G.
And we actually have a YouTube channel called The Bin Pickers, because that's what we are, right?
Yep, we're the bin pickers.
We actually go to the Goodwill outlet.
Yes.
We call it the bin. Pay by the pound.
And they have bins like this, filled with clothes, filled with stuff. We dig through it, pick out what we want, and buy it by the pound. At ours, it's $1.19 a pound.
Right.
Right?
And we sell on
we're
eBay.
The bin pickers.
So that's why
what
we're
we
the
do.
bin pickers, right?
Right.
And we've been selling on eBay since 2001, right?
Yes.
So for 18 years, we've been selling on eBay. We also sell a little bit on Macari, a little bit on Poshmark. We're actually located in Indianapolis, Indiana, right outside of Indianapolis. We started selling in Oregon, and we went to the bin there in 2001. I think it was 2002.
That's when we started. Yeah.
Going to the bin. And then we moved to California. I went to the bins in LA. That was always so fun, because you never knew what you're going to get. I mean, you never know what you're going to get anyway.
Yeah. We were there for 2 years.
Yeah, and then we just drove across the country, figured out we're going to live in Indiana.
Yeah.
So here we are. So that's why we're here. We are full-time resellers.
Full-time, yes.
But we work like part-time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is what we do. We actually... that's all we do. We sell online.
Yeah.
We don't have other jobs outside
We
the
have
home.
5 kids that are homeschooled.
Right.
So
we do everything at home.
Yes.
Basically is what it is. And our channel name, obviously, is The Bin Pickers, right? And
that's it.
we usually do haul videos of what we get at the bin.
Yes.
And then on Sundays, we do Sold Sunday.
Correct.
And it's basically we show what we sold from Friday to Sunday.
Right.
To kind of get an idea of like, here's what we're selling. So that's what we do. We usually do those kind of 2 videos. That's about it.
Right.
We have done
Now
like
we throw some other stuff in.
day in the life
you know,
kind of thing.
Different things.
But most of our videos are haul videos. We love to go to the bin and share like what we got.
Right.
Not to be like, you should buy this or anything like that.
99% of the stuff that we sell is from the bin.
Yes.
That's where we
99.9%, right?
Okay, yeah, maybe 99.
Okay, so our tip that we wanted to share with everyone is basically our tip is we were talking like you don't have to invest a lot of money to start this
Right.
or to do this. You don't have to spend a lot of money to be a reseller. You don't have to spend a lot of money
Right.
if you don't
some
want
people
to.
go buy expensive light kits and they, buy, and you can do that. We're not
Absolutely.
We don't tell anyone what to do, what not to do. You know what I mean? We tell you, here's what we do. This works for us. We didn't spend a lot of money. We didn't buy fancy light kits. We have some now, but we didn't buy them. But
We are
we just don't
definitely
spend a lot of money, and
The
we
cheap-
get our stuff at the bin, like she said, for $1.19 a pound. We get stuff on the cheap, and we sell it. And sometimes we sell it cheap, but we
do.
still make money. And sometimes we get good money for stuff.
Absolutely. And that's what we share in our Sold Sunday videos. We also share this is what we paid, this is what we sold it for, and our return on investment.
Right.
So we do share that information. But yeah, our whole thing was like, I think with reselling, you got to figure out what works for you.
Right.
Definitely.
Some people will tell you have to do this. No.
No.
You don't have to do that. You can if that works for you. We do things a lot different than most people. We just do. That's how we've done it for years and years. We charge shipping and all this stuff. And some people say, "Oh, you can't charge shipping." You do it the way you want to do it.
Exactly.
What works for you.
That's
We
our
try
biggest-
different things all the time. We send out auctions. A lot of people don't. We send out auctions sometimes.
You like to-
sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Right.
But we do different things.
We do. We totally do different things. And of course, our channel isn't about telling you how to do something. We just kind of share what we do.
Right.
And this is what worked. That's what works for us. That's basically what we do.
And sometimes it doesn't work for us.
And we'll tell you that too. Definitely, right? So that's our little tip there, right? And also you have your saying that you always say.
Right. I like to pick outside the box. And that basically just means, don't get everything that everyone else gets. You can.
Well, because we do. We do that.
North Face jackets or something. Like almost everyone gets that kind of stuff. And that's fine. You can get that kind of stuff. But I like to get stuff outside the box that other people wouldn't even consider getting.
Right.
And sometimes it's a lot better. It's easier to sell.
Right.
Not so many people have it. That's what.
And we talk about that on our channel.
Right.
So
And that's what I like to do. Get things that are outside the box.
And we're going to give you one bolo each, right? You go ahead. What's your bolo? What's your one item that you love to get because you know you're going to sell it?
My favorite item to get is Kuhl.
Okay, Kuhl.
Yes.
We got it. We used to get it a bunch in Oregon, and it's always been an awesome seller for
Now,
us.
I like to get men's Kuhl pants, stuff like that.
Right.
More than women's, but women's also sells really good. Every time we get it, we sell it really fast.
Yes.
Kuhl. That's my favorite brand. And it's not super high end, like
No.
hundreds of dollars or anything like that.
Right.
It's like, depends on what it is, but it's like a $30 bill usually.
Right.
Every time you get it.
Every time. And mine is Patagonia. Obviously, the jackets, the fleece jackets, men's. That's my favorite thing to find. If
Right.
I go to the bin and I find that, I'm super excited.
Yeah.
So,
And you find the right ones with prints and all that stuff.
yeah.
We've sold those for hundreds of dollars.
Right,
So I like
exactly.
that brand as well. That's a good choice.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening to us ramble. Check out our channel. Check out all the channels below. We really appreciate it if you could, check out our channel and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Pick outside the box.
Hi, my name is Tara.
I'm Dave.
And we are the Thirsty Thrifters. Cheers.
Cheers.
And Dave, where are we from?
We're from Indiana. We're Hoosiers.
Yes. We are part-time resellers. We sell on mainly Poshmark, and I have a very small eBay store now. And strangely enough, our channel name is
The Thirsty Thrifters. I think I've heard that before.
the types of videos that we do some hauls from like the Goodwill outlet and some other thrift stores. What else do? We do the what sold videos.
We do little competitions sometimes where she compares how much money she makes off what she buys and how much I don't make off the things I buy.
Dave's kind of an amateur at reselling. I've been reselling for, like, I started on eBay in, like, college, so that was, like, 5 years ago.
Yeah. Sure.
Now, I've been on eBay since the 90s, so, but barely. We're much more serious about it now. And what also happens in every video, Dave?
Oh, we drink wine. If you haven't noticed. And tonight's wine is...
Apothic.
Apothic.
You can't say words very well.
Apothic. Dark.
We do have at least
Very
one glass of wine in every video. It makes it a little more entertaining.
Keep
for
it
us,
classy.
For us. We don't care if anybody else is entertained.
Yeah, seriously.
So, David's going to give you, we have 2 tips. David's going to give you our buying tip.
So the buying tip, if it's weird, cheap, and easy to ship, try it.
And what's the example you remember? Oh, he picked this out one time. That sweater.
Oh yeah, it was like an all-wool, handmade rainbow sweater.
It was disgusting.
Tara said it would never sell, and it did.
It sold eventually.
Because it was weird.
If you find weird things, somebody's going to also find it weird and want it. I've sold things with no brand. I sold a really long hoodie that had cat paws and cat ears, and it sold. I sold a WWF comforter like
The weirdest
a
things
day
sell.
ago. Stained. Still sold.
The things I think are going to sell are always take months, and then the things I think are never going to sell
Go fast.
go in like 2 days or a week. So that's my little tidbit.
He likes the weird. And my tip for selling is don't be greedy. And what I mean by that is, especially for us part-time sellers that are just doing this for a little extra money, don't lose out on a sale because you want $2 more.
Yeah.
If the item is at $15 and somebody offers you $12, or if your bottom dollar you thought was $15 and somebody offers you $12, just take it. I mean, what's that $2 going to mean to you at the end of the day?
Especially if it sits in your storage area for the next 3 months over $3. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Make the sale, move on. You'll make that person happy, and you will get that item out of your inventory.
That's a good one.
So those are our tips, and you are going to hear some more, or you've already heard some more. So keep watching. Subscribe to all those other channels if you like what they have to say.
Definitely
or if,
subscribe
or if
to
they're
ours.
good looking, or if they drink wine like us. And
Cheers.
definitely subscribe to ours. That's your tip.
Yeah, that's my tip.
Okay, cheers. Thanks for watching.
Hit that
You have to hit the button.
So my name is Rachel Scott, also known as TheScottCottage, and I live over in Knoxville, Tennessee, which is East Tennessee, and a lot of people don't know of this town, but a lot of you do know Dolly Parton, and that is where I am from. I sell over on the Poshmark app platform. I do not sell on any of the other platforms. I hope to one day have enough time to be able to do that, but right now I'm focusing in on just Poshmark. So as of now, I'm just a part-time seller. I do have a husband and 2 small children that I take care of. I am a stay-at-home mom, and so I don't have a ton of time to dedicate to reselling. But in the fall, both of my children will be in school, so I do plan to spend a little bit more time on reselling and on my YouTube channel. So I've had my YouTube channel since December of 2018, so not for a very, very long time. I mostly upload content about reselling. However, I do have a background in cosmetology, and so I do post tutorials, hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, things like that. I also do a lot of unboxing videos from ThredUp, FabFitFun, Ipsy, brands like that. Okay, so my reseller tip is to give 110% customer service and to be honest. So I have been selling since August of 2018, and I can gladly say that I have never had a return. That doesn't mean I haven't had issues with items. Maybe they got an item that had a small stain on it. That did happen once, and I was just completely honest with them. I said, if it doesn't come out, I will gladly return it. And because I went the extra mile and made sure and assured the customer that I would return it, then they gave me a great review. So always give 110% customer service. I mean, if you don't do anything, you need to do that. Being honest about your items. If there is a flaw, if there is an issue with the item, make sure you list it and make sure they are aware of it before you send it to them. If there is a flaw with the item and someone has purchased it pretty quickly, I do like to go ahead and send them a message and say, hey, just wanted to make sure you read the full description. Is that okay? So I also wanted to do a BOLO item, which means be on the lookout for, which I just recently found out what that meant. So excited to share with you guys that. But my BOLO item is probably the bags by Hobo International. And the reason I say that is I sold my Hobo bag this morning and it sold for $125. Full asking price. The person didn't even offer anything less. So I got the item in a ThredUp box, and so I paid essentially I think $7 for it. I did hold on to it for a while before listing because I had never really heard of that brand before, and so I wanted to do some research before I just listed it. I was very thorough with my description. I listed all the measurements, the style of the bag, and I added more photos than it only allows 8, so I added more. And it sold within about 2 weeks. So I would definitely be on the lookout for that brand. I think that they only sell bags and they are all leather bags, so they are great quality. So that would be my BOLO brand. In conclusion, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the other YouTubers who have also done the collaboration with this video. Once again, they are listed below in my description, so click on them and you can get some great tips from them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you are new to my channel, and I would love to have you. Hope to see you guys next time.
My name is Rosa and I am a part-time reseller on the apps Poshmark and eBay. I live 20 minutes out of San Francisco, California. I have been reselling since February of 2017 and I got my business license February of 2018 because I wanted to get a little bit more serious about it. The stuff that the videos that I do on my channel are thrift with me's, thrift hauls, what sold videos, tips and tricks videos, and I do something called travel and thrift where I go travel to places that I don't normally go to and I thrift there and I show you guys and let you know if I liked it or I didn't like it. Like I recently did one in San Diego. I'm planning on doing one in LA soon. My goal for that would be to actually travel to all 50 states and thrift at all 50 states and maybe different cities in different states. That would be super fun. So my number one tip for resellers, other than the basic tips of like how to sell, how to buy, all that stuff, is really to be patient. Being a reseller is one of those jobs where you just need to be patient because you might get something that won't sell right away, so you need to learn how to sit on it. With me, I have a little bit of a slow moving store depending on what I'm able to find, so I've had to learn definitely patience when it has to do with reselling. So my BOLO item is Show Me Your Moo. I just got a t-shirt from Plato's Closet that was Moo Mellow and it sold in like 2 hours. It just said California on it. It had a bunch of cacti on it and it sold for full price of $45 on Poshmark. So definitely Show Me Your Moo is my favorite, as well as Tiki. Tiki is a great yoga brand, yoga apparel brand that is amazing. They have awesome stuff, and if you can find it, definitely source it. So if my content seems interesting to you, I would love for you to check it out. My link is going to be in this bio. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification where you will be notified for future videos. I am so excited for you guys to join my journey with me, and let's make some magic happen.